We continue our series with a DC and comedy legend, Sylvia Morrison. She spent over 50 years doing comedy that has brought her to a bunch of different places, like being the only black female writer on Saturday Night Live and being the first black female impressionist. But it all started just a few blocks from the White House where she lived. Here she is talking about the beginning of her journey. A lot of people are going to be, watching the show, especially a lot of people who want to get into comedy. Women want to get into comedy, guys want to get into comedy, want to do impressions, things like that. Want to know how to go from here to there and with all the stops in between. So a quick rundown of your work career from the beginning. Let's take us through the journey.
Well, I did not know that I was going to end up being a comedian because I could sing. I could sing and I could sing and I could sing, baby. And so I really started out singing. But when I started doing the impressions, people would laugh. So I said, okay, which one can I excel at first? There's thousands of singers, but how many female, especially black females, are doing impressions? So I went down that road. In the meantime, there was nowhere to perform. And then I lucked up and saw the Flip Wilson show where these 4 beautiful black women came out on the stage, and they were from the Miss Black America pageant. They couldn't enter the Miss America pageant at that time because rule number 7 said you had to be Caucasian in order to enter the pageant.
Now, what year was this?
That was 1970, 71.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was my first big stage. That was my first, I did my first professional show at Constitution Hall in DC in 1969. So that's how I came up with 53 years in the business. But comedy has evolved so much, Reese, that it's almost difficult to pinpoint what you need to do, which road you need to take, or how you need to move about. You just have to create your own lane. The internet has just had people soaring. They don't need Hollywood anymore. They don't need the cameras in Atlanta and all that. They have the cameras right in their home, and they're creating comedy that is phenomenal. They're doing a great job. It's a big difference from stand-up, because stand-up, you got one shot. You have one shot. You don't get to do takeovers. You don't get to do do-overs. You don't get to do none of that. You just have to just keep going. And with me, after I entered the Miss Black America pageant, that's where they sent me to Europe. And guess who I tied with for first place?
Ooh, Miss, what year was this?
This was 1970. I'm going to move up a little bit because I forgot I did the 69, but like in the early 70s.
In the early 70s, Miss Black America, Nina Simone.
Nope. I tied with a woman by the name of Bernadette Stannis.
Oh, yeah.
Who is Thelma from Good Times.
Yeah. And
the night we tied, she got the card to go and audition for Good Times, and they sent me to Europe with 3 other girls to entertain the American troops from the Vietnam War.
Wow.
So I'm telling you, it's been quite.
I should have got that. Nina Simone had been famous. Why did I guess Thelma?
Look, as soon as you said Nina Simone, I was like, oh, that is so sweet. He's too young to even know who is Nina Simone. Wow, look at you.
I'm depressed. That was a terrible guess. I'm still mad that I said Nina Simone, but on the bright side, at least I didn't say Willona or Penny. So I was right in that regard. Also, shout out to Big Tony on 980, who still isn't over Bernadette Stannis, a.k.a. Thelma. After her success through Miss Black America, her career took off and got the attention of the biggest stars in America. Coming up, hear about her time touring with Whitney Houston and Dionne Warwick.